I recently started playing DigimonLinks on my phone, and I thought, why not make a tutorial or make some kind of thing that tells information to other people. So what I did was I made a design, I made it look like this, and what you have to do first is when you get it, it's going to take forever to do the tutorial because you have to click on everything and it's very time consuming. But if you've never played this, it's really good information. But there's some things that they don't tell you. So first of all, this thing opens up on the side. When you come down here, what you want to do is click on the 100. This one is also in the news information part, and you can say, I've already collected 100 of this Digistones, but if you haven't, I would say do it now. And then it shows you all of this. Friends list is important. I've added, I don't know how, but I've added 101 people, and there's still people trying to send me stuff. And what's good about adding is when you're, if you go into, let me get out of here for 1 second. If you go into this recruitment notice, you click on it. This is everybody who's playing online. If you don't have any stamina, this is the greatest time to just play with other people because usually they need help. It's easier to play for cooperation. You get extra points sometimes when you do cooperation. That's why a lot of people do cooperation thing. You can even do specific things, but this, what I did right now is I clicked the bottom part. That's why it shows a person and the world versus. When you click it and you click on update, and it will show somebody if one of your friends is playing. When you play a mission with them and you complete the mission, you will get 10 Digistones. When you get 10 Digistones, you need about 200 Digistones to get a capture. So here's the capture. And these are all the things that you can get. It says 6, so if I wanted to get something, I could do a single, but I don't want to get a single because for this specific one, it says that if I capture 10, which is 200 Digistones, I can actually get a mega Digimon character. And so that's what I really want. Why would you want to do this? It's super easy when you first begin. You get tons of points just by doing regular missions. And if you looked at other information, you would be like, yes, you get points at the very beginning, but you don't later on. That's true. So when you go into quests, there's all these different things. And when you click on daily, because it happens every single week, a new thing, which is kind of not correct. This is not Monday, it's Sunday. So just think of it as one day off. And what happens is you just finish it once and it will become cleared. Anything you do once, the first time you've ever done a mission, you will get Digistones for it. But after the fact, no you won't. But when you're first starting and you go to that recruitment notification and click on it and you play with random people, you will also get tons of points. But then at a certain point of time, it won't come back. It seems like they only give you points when you first do something new. Missions are very important. They help you with different things. There's supposed to be 3, but I've already completed that other one, so it doesn't matter. These are quests that I kind of have to do, but I don't need to do. It'll take me a while to even get there. So they can give you a lot of digipoints. Training is really awesome. When you're doing any mission, you want to level these things up to about a 10 to 20. Now, if it's a rook, it has to be 10, so you have to use 23 meats to make it max. I can't show you about the meat because right now I am leveling up the meat farm right there. That's at 38 minutes before it's complete. The best thing you want to do is when you first get things, you want to level them up. These two are the most important, the warehouse and the restaurant. The restaurant will give you the stamina, which if you see my stamina, it says 100. When you first get Digimon, it will only go to like 30. So it's super easy. I've never used a Digistone to level my stuff up. I think it's a waste to use Digistones to speed up the process because guess what? These things are maxed out at 10. You cannot level them up. Now, will this change later on? I'm not sure. Now, if you look at my name, right on top it says Pioneer. You can change your title by going into your profile. So if you go into your profile, it will show you everything like this. Now, the thing about the profile and this changing, you can change the title if I keep on not clicking that. There's all these different names that you get. And the user code is if you have a friend, just like if you played, what was it, Nintendo DS games. When you want to add somebody you have to have a user code. And it's really annoying. Any, like, Pokemon game, you have to have a user code. Well, in this thing, you need to use a user code. But how did I add so many people? I went into recruitment notice, I played with them once, and at the very end it says, do you want to add them? Yes, but if you want a specific person, all you have to do is you go and you click on friends, and then you click on search, and then it says enter their code. Just remember, when you have a friend who has this digigame, just ask them for their code, and then you can instantly add them. But the whole entire purpose is the whole purpose of adding people is you also get these things. These things will unlock. You see the telephone pole, like at the first Digimon TV series, like there's little things that you know from the actual TV series. The phones were hilarious. The bus they always show. So you go into here, you go into shop, and then you go into decor, and these are the things that you get. They unlock when you actually add people. And I think it stops at like 80 friends, and then if you get 100 friends, you get like 30 Digistones. You just have to look in missions. Let's see. Digivolve is really simple and easy. You click on them. It shows you that friendship is very important. When you want to actually level a character up to be a 1. Do you see this up here? Because I can't actually... Well, I can, but I don't... When it shows when it's dim, it means that I don't have enough materials to make it evolve. So it kind of saves time. It says on this one, I have enough materials, but there's a multi-list, and it shows you it. Now, if you're not certain of the Digimon you're going to make, or the materials. I know this seems like a lot. I've been playing a lot of different... There's a mission to actually get this specific material. I'm trying to get it. You'll know why a little bit later. So I think it's important to level them up, but if it's hard to get the materials for, I would say wait on it. Wait on leveling it up until you have like a 4-star. And the 2-star, okay, what I was talking about in the very beginning about the capture shop and spending 200 digipoints. What's really important about those digipoints is when you get 200 and you use them for 10, you have to use it for the 10, you get a megas. And my mega was already a 2, which some people wouldn't understand at the very beginning, but that means that it was leveled up not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. Fully, like, boom, boom, boom. But I didn't have to do that. You can also, if you don't like the Digimon that who's maxed out and you can't evolve it, and it has like a 3 or, a 4 is the max. 4 plus is the max. And why do you want these 4 or 3s? It actually gives you 5 extra leveling things. It makes your character stronger. But doesn't mean that they're going to be strong per se with their ability. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But what you do is you go into here, and I can't click on it right now, but because I have a garden. And what you do in the garden is you just level things up. It says I have 2 hours until all of these will be leveled up. So if you go into research, it will show you a base, and then it will show you another thing. You have to have 2 Mega Digimon. And those are the highest Digimon forms that you can have. So I'll show you a list or a chart. Mega Digimon. So, if you have any of these, what I suggest is if you have a +1 or +2, you have to literally use it until you see Friendship 300. Now, Friendship 300 is very important because, let me see, where is he? Did I give him something? Yay, Friendship! I haven't completely finished him. All the other ones, these 2 are completed, but every single day, if you click on your Digimon that are at the very bottom, you'll only see 3 of your favorite main characters, and when you click on the ones that haven't had full friendship, they will get 1 point. If you play in the recruitment notice, you will get 1 point. Maybe 2. If you play in Explore, and you play Natural, you can get, like, if you are the leader, you'll get more friendship points than if you were the other 2. So if you really need some points, really need some friendship points, I just want you to go into here, go into normal, and go to the lowest. It doesn't matter. If you're leveling up characters while you're making friends, you could go to the lowest of low, and you could still get like 4 to 6 friendship points. I mean, it's random. But if you have a full team, they play it, and people are like, why would you go to the lowest of low? This will actually give you more points than the daily quests when it comes to experience. This will give you about 40, usually anything at the -2 stamina will give you 40. This one might give you 60. This one gives you about 70 or like 80. It just depends. Like every single time it's a little bit different. The higher you go, the more experience, but it kind of stops at 100. The higher you go. Now, even level 3s can give you about 100 stamina. So it's kind of like, and these are really good because I think it's hard to get the basics of basic of materials. And you can get them by just playing these ones. And it just is easier to level up. So you kind of get 3 things in one go. You can level up their friendship. You're not using a lot of stamina, so you can play it multiple times. And you're able to level up 3 characters' friendship and experience. But I'm going to still say, if you're going to play 3, you'll have to have about 10 a level. Now, when I said earlier, you just give them meat, they will automatically become a 10 if you give them 23 meats. So, some of them need about 15 to stay alive. Okay, when I say stay alive, I mean, if they go down, I don't want you to use your digistones. They're very important. Don't use digistones only if you're going to do the capture thing, where you use 200 to get 10 Digimon. I don't want you to resurrect yourself if you fail. If you fail if you fail at a stamina 3, just go to a 2. You're really not going to fail at a level 2 mission. It's really, really difficult. Only if the character is pretty new that you just evolved and it only has a 1 level point. It's really, really hard to die when you do these missions when it's so low. And you get maybe 40 points, but then if you get if your characters are to 20 to maybe 15 to 30 is very safe at any character. If they're 30, they're safe when it comes to stamina 3 missions. So if you're trying to level up, I'm going to tell you, leveling up is the best when you just do regular missions. If you try to level up by doing daily, it gives you horrible, horrible, horrible things. And the lowest thing for daily quests would be stamina 4. And the highest is 20. I'm going to tell you, if you really want to get these materials, just go into the notification or go like this. This is easier. It reduces the points. So I join here and then I join for co-op. And guess what? The recruitment shows me only this specific mission. So it saves time. And then I just update until I click on one that has something. Now I'm going to tell you, try not to level up your character when you're doing recruitment. People don't want to do that. I mean, if the leader's doing that, that's great, but you're trying to win. So have a good character that you know can win. They have to be more than 40 or 50 points. I know that sounds ridiculous, but even this, I've seen some people, no joke, have this and go to a stamina 30, which is the hardest mission you can do. Use a character that they're trying to level up or isn't a mega character. I'm going to tell you, if you don't have one mega character at all, then that mission is booty cheeks. You're going to constantly die. And it doesn't matter if one person dies or 2 people die. If everybody dies, then it's a horrible thing. I have never lost a mission because I always have my maxed characters. And when I say max characters, I usually use the formation of him, or I use the formation of him right here. So I have 2 different types that I usually use when I'm playing with other people. And I played this one, yes, but I play it on the very, very basics because he's not a max level character. So if you're trying to just level him up because you have no stamina, then you want to do something more basic. Just because it might not give you a lot of points, but you can still get materials from a mission. Daily quests or something. I mean, because he's 55, he can still do the highest quest mission without having a problem. Some characters are good, some aren't, and people say, well, you can get these free, these 2 characters. Yeah, but it's all about how you use them. It's all about what the specific characters can do, and there's 2 abilities, attack abilities, that uses AP. And there are ways that you can manipulate it and change it. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. You can change it by doing this. Legacy is a way that you can actually fully change. So the base, remember, base is the most important. That's the one that you're keeping. And the partner means the one you're giving away. It's merging into the base. For all of them. Any single thing. So if you're very, very, very confused. So it will tell you right here, it says Rushing 1. And then this one says Celestial Light 3. 3 means it's better. And it says it uses 3 AP. This one says it uses 2. If I wanted to get this specific move into this specific Digimon, all I have to do is click on this legacy thing, and then this character has this specific ability now. But that's not leveling up an ability that you already own. If you want to level up an ability that you already own, you have to click on seeds. As I said, I'm leveling up 3 characters for my garden, so I can't click on the seeding. But if you click on seeding, and you use the same exact, it's very, you need medals, and they're random, and when you get a medal, then you can level it up. So if you had like one thing that says you had lightning 3, well, if you do seeding, then you can make it a lightning 4. And the highest you can make it is a 6. So these are how you make your Digimon very strong. But I'm going to tell you, the missions that are out right now, you won't need that much strength. Okay, also what's new is this. I remember the chips, you're like, what am I going to do with the chips? Well, now they have actually gone into capture mode. If you go into capture and you go down to chip capture, it only costs 100 to get 10 of them. And what you do is you go here and install them. Now, if you know you are going to use this character, do not put a Digichip on them, because it just stays there. It's really hard to take it away. Only if you're, what's the word? Trying to level it up by research. If you are researching it, I think that it will give it back to you. They didn't describe it very well, because I haven't done it, because I'm really afraid, because I only have 10 chips. So leveling up this is not very important. They have already 300. Maybe later on I would level it up, but they're asking for 10 Digistones, so I'm like, no. This also asks for it, but this is important. This one will show how much you need, and it will instantly level it up for you. Build it for construction. And if I go into lists, it shows that I have 100 Digimon, and the maximum is 210. So I leveled it up a little bit. It isn't the highest though. And it shows me my whole entire list, what's important, what isn't. Yeah. So, see the 2 right here? If you have anything with a 1 or a 2 character, you just click on it, you look at their friendship, which their friendship is right there. right underneath the resistance. And it says 300. What you want to do is when you do research is, oh, sometimes that happens. When you do research, you click on research, which I can't do. You want to make your base the max character of whatever you're using. And you need to, and then the other one doesn't need to have any friendship, doesn't have to be anything, they just have to be a mega. You merge it together, it makes an egg. Guess what? Whatever that level your Digimon was before, if you had a level 2 Digimon, it has automatically became a rookie level 3. So you just have to level it up until it becomes a mega again. Now, if you want to make it a 4, you just do the process again. But you have to max up the friendship to 300. That's very, very important, or it's not going to level up +1. And you'll know it's important because when it says, you'll know if it's going to level up when you click on it. Now it doesn't need to be max level, so you don't have to have 70 or 75 or 80 points when you're merging or doing the research to combine the Digimon to level it up. So that's really good. Just remember, friendship. Friendship is important. Super easy. You can get it multiple ways. And the stamina is booty cheeks, yes. And you can use it really fast. But go into recruitment notification, you can constantly play again and again and again. How do you think I did the event that they're doing right now? For the Advent beginning, I got most of my points just by playing with other people using my max character. And because I knew that my character was not a +1, but I knew the mission that I was doing was to get the Firebird. And I'm not going to use the Digimon specific names. Sorry, you guys. But see, it says I already have 6 of them because I just constantly play this mission and I get points because I'm playing with other people and I use a character I know isn't going to die. And it's really hard. I've never died. It looks like I'm going to die because their defense is not so fantastic, but you need to, if you're doing a fire element, you need water. So usually people use this guy right here because his one of his abilities, my ability for water is something else, Hydroxys, and it's a 4, so I'm not going to mess with it. A 4 is fantastic. It's so close to a maximum thing, and I automatically got him when I captured him, and they said a legendary skill.